Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a 3 looks 1 palette with the Ebates palette with the collaboration with Revolution Beauty. So this is what it looks like. I've got one of the eye looks on. I'm going to have 2 additional looks as well. We've started our fall giveaway. I'm going to go ahead and link up here the exact things that are in the giveaway so you can check that out. There is an entry link down below. So you do have to be a subscriber to enter, and then there are some things that you can do for additional entries. So I already did a swatches review, first impression of the Ebates palette, so I'll link this up in the iCards as well, along with Emily's YouTube channel down below. So she is a YouTube channeler. So she is a YouTuber and she has been on YouTube for I think over 10 years. So this is a really exciting collaboration for her, and so far I'm enjoying playing with it, but by the end of the video I will have played with it even more, so I'll have like a better review of the palette as opposed to just the first impression that I had. Started, I do hope that you will subscribe and like this video, click that little notifications bell, and let's get started with this look number 1. So for the first look, I am going to do a pinky look today. So we are going to start out with, whoa, Laugh Cry right here in the crease. And I'm just using a fluffy blending brush to get this color all over the transition area. Did I say crease? I meant transition area. So we're going to go above the crease some. This is like a pretty light coral color. This is a Crown blending brush. I got this in my FabFitFun. And the next shade I'm going to take on a pinched blending brush. I've got to clean it off with my Ulta Color Switch pan. I am going to take Love Tons, which is this purpley pink shade right here. And that's going to go in the crease. It's going to deepen it up just a bit, but it's also going to give it some color dimension. I'm just going to blend out between the crease and the transition area. Alright, next I'm going to take this slanted shadow brush. This is that Vintage Company brush. And I am going to take Cheer, which is this pinky, deep red, pink, burgundy color. That's a lot of colors in one, huh? And that one's going to go on the outer V. I'm probably going to end up taking the brown to deepen that up a bit. One thing I do wish is, so there's just the brown and that deep green that's in this palette. I do wish there was another shade that was a deep color in here. And then I wish there were some lighter colors, lighter colorful colors that you could use for the transition area. So like there's all those greens, so I wish that there was a lighter green that you could use in the transition area, because the only lightish green is shimmer shade. I'm going to take my little fluffy Morphe M507 with that dark brown, which is Apartment right here. And that's just, I'm just going to deepen this up just a little bit. I'm excited for when I do the green look. Just pulling it in a little bit so it all blends together. I think I'm going to take Cupcake on most of the lid. It is this shimmery pink, light pink one right here. And I think that's going to be the majority of my lid color. I'm not going to do a cut crease for this one. I think for my green look, I am going to do a cut crease. Alright, so I am actually just going to take Cupcake by itself and see how it wears, because when I did the first impression one, I found that the shimmers wore better on their own, or like popped better on their own. So we'll see. You know what? We'll do one without it and one eye with. a fixing spray. Oh. Okay, I did use fixing spray this time, so we'll see which one looks... It's almost like it's got a little bit... Yeah, this one does look brighter, I think, with the fixing spray. So I guess it just depends on the shimmer shade. I use the... What did I use last time? Pizzazz and Bella Violet, and those I found applied better without a fixing spray. So we just have to play with them and see how they apply. I'm seeing the coral is looking a little patchy right in here. So I'm just going to blend that. That's Laugh Cry. And then I'm going to take Love Tons, which is that darker pink, purplish color, and pop that in the crease a little bit more. I think I'm going to take the little brush and just kind of mix brown and sheer. I just felt like I kind of lost some color when I put the shimmery shade on. Okay, so there's the two eyes. So I do think this one definitely looks brighter. I'm actually going to put some more on with a fixing spray on my other eye. So now we just need to do the lower lash line, and I think what I'm going to do is, I've just got a pencil brush here. I don't know who this is by. Oh, this is a crown brush. I probably got that in some kind of bag at some point in time. I am going to take Love Tons. That's the one we put in the transition color, and I'm just going to pop it about halfway across. And then I'm going to take Laugh Cry, which is the, did I say? Okay, so this one, Love Tons was the crease. Laugh Cry was the transition area. So I'm going to take Laugh Cry and blow that out all over the lower lash line. So this is going to be kind of a lighter eye color today. So I'm going to take this little pencil brush. This is the M431 by Morphe, and I'm going to take Oh Heavens, which is this shade right here, and I'm going to pop that in the crease. You know what I need? I need a pink gel liner. So who's going to make that? Who is going to make that? ColourPop? Can you get on that, please? And do you guys know of anyone who makes a pink, or I know ColourPop makes a yellow, but it's always sold out, that doesn't cost like $25. So today I'm going to use my NYX Slide On one in Jewel. It's like a purpley, purpley metallic shade. Let me go ahead and put on some liner and mascara, and I will be back to show you guys the final look. I'm back with the final look. I have got, what do I have on? Let's see. The NYX Epic Ink Liner and the Tarteist mascara from Tarte. And then I found this lip gloss that I thought goes perfect with this eyeshadow look. It's Saint Tropez by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It was like a free gift with purchase, but I love it. It's like a pinky, deep pinky color with a gold shift to it. So pretty. So this is the final look for look number one. Let's go ahead and get into look number two. So for our second look, we are going to do a neutral look. I'm actually kind of excited to do the neutral look with this palette. So I am going to start with Hobby right here in the transition area, and I've got my Wet n Wild P20 brush that I'm using in this nice big mirror. Although I was thinking about it, because I'm getting ready to travel, and I don't think I would take this traveling like in a checked luggage because of the plastic. Just because plastic is more likely, a plastic case is more likely to crack than a cardboard one. But that mirror would be nice to have. And then next I'm going to deepen it up with a pinched blending brush. So I've got my Wet n Wild P15 brush, and I'm going to take Dues Paid, which is this brown right here. Dues Paid has kind of an orange hint to it. Definitely a warm mid-tone brown color. So we'll go in with that dark brown and blend that together just to take some of that orange color away. I'm going to go back in with my fluffy brush. Well, I pulled out a different one than the one before. If you hear that, that's my color switch pan, so I'm just cleaning off my brushes with that. And I'm going to go back into Hobby and just brush that to blend between the transition and the crease. I'm going to go ahead and take Hobby and put it on the lower lash line just to lay something down, but we'll have some other colors down there as well. Next, I'm going to take the deepest brown in the palette, which is Apartment, and that's going to go on the outer V, and then I'm just going to blend that into the crease after I put it on the outer V. So there won't be much left, but it'll help me bring that color into the crease. I'm just going to layer that up a little bit more. And then I want to cut the crease, but just right here, because I want to really pop the lighter colors that I'm putting in with these darker browns. I've got my ColourPop No Filter Concealer. And okay, so we're going to go ahead and finish this eye before I go on to the next eye. So I want to take a little concealer brush. So this is the Morphe 421, and I'm going to start with Cream, which is this really light color right here. And that's going to go in the very corner, just right here. And then the next color that I'm going to go in with is Oh Heavens, which is this color here. So here's where I'm creating just kind of a gradient with the shimmer shades I used, but it's not going to be a huge color difference, so it's not going to be super noticeable, but it is going to give the look a little something extra. And then the last color I'm going to put in is Eva Rose right here. And that's going to go on the last little bit. So doing that cut crease just really helped to define that lighter color and give that look a little pop. But I do need to go in now, and I'm going to go in with, I think I'm going to go in with Prayer right here. I'm going to blend them together. I'm just blending the lighter colors in with the darker colors because I don't want a harsh line right there. So you can see how that looks. I do think I wish, okay, so I've got like one cool tone brown. Okay, so we've got two warm tone browns, so you could pair those together with the darker one. But then I've got a cool tone brown, and this is almost like a cool tone with a hint of yellow in it, and that is a cooler tone with more of a hint of purple in it. So it's, but these are both kind of the same lightness, so it's almost like I need a cool tone, little deeper color between that light brown and that dark brown to use for my crease from this palette. I don't necessarily, I'm not going to be creating neutral looks very often, but I think that that would be helpful in this palette. Unless you could just use that cool tone brown with the purples and greens too, because that's a really good transition shade to use with the purple and greens that are in the palette. So let me go ahead and do the other eye and then I'll be back. Okay, so here's what I have. And then I blended the brown into there, but then I also went ahead and on that brush that I placed the lighter shades, just blended that out into the brown. So that just creates like a really perfectly uneven section right there, so there's nothing looks choppy or anything like that. So here's the look without liner or mascara. I love a cut crease on a neutral look. You guys know I don't do it very often, but I do love the way that it looks. So let's go ahead and do the lower lash line, and then I'm going to do some liner and mascara. So I put that color Hobby, oh my goodness, excuse me. I put Hobby on the lower lash line, and then I'm going to go ahead, I think I'm going to take this Capricorn color right here. It's kind of a shimmery brown color. And I'm going to put that on the lower lash line as well. So the Hobby color I kind of smeared along it. This one I'm kind of placing a little more precisely right on that lash line there. I'm going to take Oh Heavens and pop it. Oh Heavens was the middle one. And then pop that on the inner corner. Let me go ahead and do some black wing liner, which I think looks awesome with a cut crease neutral look, and put on some mascara, and I will be back to show you the final look. So I'm back with the final look. Oh, I love it. I love it. Love it. Okay, so I use the Kush mascara from Milk Makeup and the Tarte Maneater. And then for my lips, I'm going to do a new one that I have. I got a couple new ColourPop ones. So I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do this one. This is Psych. Psych. You might have to be old like me to know about Psych. And this is one of their matte lippy sticks. Ooh, that's pretty. It's like an orangey. I love how ColourPop's matte lippy sticks are moisturizing as well and not drying. Okay, so there is the final look. What do you guys think? I will do a neutral eye more often with a pop of color maybe. All right, so there is look number 2, and let's move on to look number 3. Number 3. This green is really going to be the focus of my look, and then I'm going to put in some of this green and some of this green, but I don't want to create a really dark look, so I'm also going to pull in some of the browns. So I am actually going to start out with, Hobby. It's more of a cool tone brown, so it's going to look better with the greens. And that's just going to go in the transition area. So I'm just building up a base here for these greens to be able to blend into. I'm going to try to go in with corduroy right here, and we'll see how that works. This is where I really wish there were another transition shade in that mid-tone range. Especially when there's so many other cooler colors in here, to not have another cool color for the transition area. But this one, it looks like I can wash out so it's not super dark, because for this one I'm going to create a cut crease in the center of the eye. So this green is going to come around a bit. Alright, so to build this up a little bit so I can get that color in there, I'm just kind of stamping it on. And I did a back and forth motion, but I didn't do a circular motion with this one. And then I'm just bringing it around a little bit on both sides. Okay, so then you see when I lift up my eye, I want you to be able to see some of that green, because when I create a cut crease, I don't want it to be the top of the green colors. I want there to be a little bit of this matte green above where the cut crease is. So I'm just going to pull this up a little bit more. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush, should I put that back? And just blend that out with that brown color. I didn't add anything else to it. I'm going to finish up this right before I do the cut crease. And then I'll go ahead and finish this eye. So I'm going to take a little of this side hustle, and it's just going to go on both sides of this green. So it's just going to pull a little in here, but not all the way to the center. So it's going to create a gradient for where that light green lays down. I mean, it did end up going almost to the center. Okay, so then our cut crease is going to go right in the center there. So let me go ahead and do that to this eye, and then I'll be back for the cut crease. I am getting a lot, not only is there a lot of kick up from this side hustle, but there is quite a bit of fallout. So I'm just going to brush that away. Okay, I always see people brush their fallout away and they never say what brush they use. So I am using a Morphe 504 very lightly on there. A lot of the times I'll try to use brushes that look like what other people are using, and it ends up swiping the makeup across my face. And something else you want to make sure is that you do set under your eyes. So since there's some powder there, it's easier to brush that away. If you don't have powder there, not that you have to like cake it on, but there needs to be something there for you to be able to dust off. Otherwise it's going to blend into the concealer that you have. Because I have a habit of always doing my face before my eyes. So, all right, so now for the cut crease. So I'm going to start it right under where the green stops. So I do have some green. I'm using my ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is just a concealer brush. So I just drag that all the way down, and then I'm just going to pull out a little bit. And I'm kind of creating a little bit of like a funnel. So it has like a slight diagonal on that. I'm going to place the color on there. I'm going to use a concealer brush as well. And I'm going to go in with Grateful right here. And then I may end up popping a little bit of Midwest in the middle. We'll see how Grateful looks. Oh, that's a pretty light green shade. I'm going to take another tiny brush. This is a little smudger brush and side hustle so that I can blend those together. Take my tiny little brush with corduroy. I just got a little concealer over there. And I think I am going to take just a tiny bit of Oh Heavens. And that's just going to go right in the middle. Just to kind of, it's just going to give it a little extra pop. So that's what I have so far. Let me go ahead and finish the other eye look. So I finished up this eye, whichever eye, for the cut crease. So I'm going to go ahead and do the lower lash line. I'm going to start with Hobby, which is the light brown I used in the transition area. Across, oh, we got some fallout here. Across the whole lash line. And then for the inner corner, I'm going to take, I think it's Helia. This is from the Anastasia Glow kit. It's like a green highlight color, and this is going to be what I put in my inner corner. I'm going to spray this one a little bit. And then I'm also going to put a little bit right in the middle there of the lower lash line. You need to bring some of corduroy in here just to balance that out. So just on the outer part of the lower lash line. Okay, so here is the look. Let me go ahead and put on liner and mascara, and I'll be back. Okay, so I am back with the final look. Here it is with liner and mascara. I really like how this look came out. It ended up a little darker than I was hoping, but with the greens that are in the palette, I think this is a good look to come up with. I did have to add in that other highlight for the inner corner, but you could probably do like Oh Heavens in the inner corner. Oh my gosh, things are dropping everywhere. Liner, I've got the Tarte Maneater. I've got the Sumptuous Extreme from Estee Lauder Mascara, and I've got the Lippy Stick in Can't Wait from ColourPop. I don't even know why I bother buying other lipsticks. I love ColourPop Lippy Sticks. Every formula, I love it. So for me, this is going to be a palette that I pull in with other palettes because it doesn't have enough range of colors for me to be able to use it mostly on its own. I mean, I've done 5 looks, 4 for you guys with this palette, and they all turned out beautiful, but they are not like the standard look that I would wear, except for like the purple and pink ones. For this green one, I would definitely need to pull in a lighter green tone to put in the crease color. And I think part of the reason is there aren't a lot of cool toned transition shades in this palette. There are a lot more warm tone, but then it's like you've got the warm tone, mid-tone colors, but then you've got the cool tone, dark colors, and like lighter colors. If you don't have a large makeup collection and you just want something to start out with, I think this would be an amazing palette for you. It has your neutrals, it's got some colors in there, so you can kind of start playing, or maybe you are just a neutral person and you want to start playing with some color. This might be a good palette for you as well. The shades blend really nice, the shimmers apply really nice, there is some fallout and there's a lot of kick up, and there is some fallout with that, but it seemed to brush away very easily. In terms of price, what a great price point, right? If you pick this up through Ulta, you're going to get it for $16 if you use your coupon with it. So you can't beat that. There's 24 shades in it. I've used probably at least half of them, and I've had success with them. There wasn't any that I really didn't like. Side Hustle so far is the one with the most kick up and for sure the most fallout, but it did brush away nicely. So overall, I would recommend this palette. Love the full-size mirror for doing my makeup, especially when I'm sitting here with you guys. But I probably wouldn't travel with this one. Even though color selection-wise would be a good one to travel with the plastic case, I would just worry about it getting broken up. Not that that's a determining factor in whether I purchase a palette or not. Overall, the shimmers apply better without a fixing spray, I found, which I think is strange. And then I also didn't need to, I just had like my regular eyeshadow primer on, and I didn't need to add a sticky base to apply the shimmers as well, which I typically do with eyeshadows. So that's something nice about them as well. But also to note, if you try it with your fixing spray and you notice you're not getting as much pigment to it, maybe try it without that fixing spray to see if you can get some more color to that shade. So that is everything, and my completed review after I've used it for a while. So I would recommend this palette to you. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Don't forget to enter the giveaway. Before you leave, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.